Good morning! Welcome back to a new video. In this video we are continuing in this room. We are gonna start insulating all this wall and slapping on some plasterboard. And before we get started with putting in the insulation, I want to answer some of the questions you guys had regarding this framing. One of the concerns was this. Some people thought that is mold, the green stuff. This wood is actually from a barn. So it's been a barn probably 30-40 years, maybe actually even more. I don't know when they were built, probably in the 80s. So actually, yeah, like 40 years old wood. So yeah, these are reclaimed and they're impregnated. That's the reason we didn't sandpaper it, so we didn't clean off the moss, and it's not going to really bother us. The moss was created because we had them sitting out for a few months in the rain, and then we brought them in. So they've been 1 year dry, so it's not wet anymore at all. This is fully dry timber. Because it's impregnated, that's why we're not sandpapering or clearing them up, because we want them to be a bit more resistant in case there is some moisture in the back. There shouldn't be any. I don't think it's going to be any condensation created because we're not sealing it fully with a plastic sheet, so we are letting the walls breathe. And that is important since we don't want to create mold in the back. So yeah. And regarding the nails, some people say why we're cutting the nails, not pulling them out. Most of them don't come out because they're so rusted in, so you're just breaking the nails off anyway. So I just cut them off. Some of the boards has like 20 nails on them, and if I try to pull every single one, I might succeed on half and my hands will be dead by the time one wood is done. So if you have ever pulled rusty nails out, you know how difficult it is. And yeah, they are very fragile, so I just cut them off. They don't bother me at all. So yeah, let's get started.
What's up? Attacked me.
So, as you can see, we have insulated most of it. The echo is completely silenced now. This is the last part. This is the hardest part in theory, which is where the electricity is coming into the house and going further from this inverter. So, what we have to do now is fully turn off our electricity, remove this box, and then we can continue further. Otherwise, we are not able to continue. The reason we're starting with this side, because we can take all of it off, put the frames, the 2 frames that are missing, put the rock wool, then put plasterboard, and quickly put this back on. So we are good to go with electricity. So we have light in here, otherwise we have to use EcoFlow, which is not bad, but
light is better.
yeah, but we wanted to have it also done this thing first, so we're not sitting a long time without electricity.
Okay, so
These walls are freezingly cold. As you can see, it's done. It's a lot more quiet here, and it feels really silent also because the inverter is very loud because it has to cool itself. I don't know why the cooling is working all the time. I wish there was a setting that turns it on only when it's overheating or when it's getting hot, not overheating, because it doesn't need to be cooling itself when it's using just the electricity that's coming from the grid, only when it's converting the electricity. But when it converts the electricity, it goes really rapid. So I'm not sure why its fans are running all the time, but this is how they are. I can't change anything, and there's no setting for it. But yeah, it's very silent in here, very dumb the sound. I really like it. I don't feel any different in heat, but we are not producing any heat in here. So in theory, we are not expecting it to get warmer out of nothing. It's just not to cool the rest of the house down. We still have the rest of the walls to do. So thanks to EcoFlow for sponsoring this video. Now, I'm joking. It is not sponsored, but the comment that was jealous of our sponsor was quite ridiculous last video. You know, it's our channel. We are allowed to sponsor as much as we want. Compared to the TV channels which play 15-minute ads for 20 minutes of content, it seems like our 1 minute of sponsor nearly at the end of the video is not the worst. But yes, thanks to EcoFlow. They are an amazing company and they have sent us amazing products. Without them, we wouldn't have a light in here. So it's just a shout out to them. It's not an actual sponsor. But that's gonna be pretty much it for this video, because we want to release the other video separately. It's gonna be our last video, and today we want to post this video for you guys. So it's the same day recorded, and we're gonna finish it today, of course. We of course need electricity for our home to operate, and so we will finish all the plasterboards today. But that's gonna be a separate video because I feel like it's also gonna be quite a lot of work to get it all done. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're gonna see you next time with the plasterboards. Bye bye.
not next year yet. Our last video is gonna be finishing all of this wall.